Riot Games Arena, it's time for the Kickoff Lower Bracket Finals. Make some noise for our first team. It's your...
All right, Riv, not looking to do some work there. I appreciate that, buddy. I'm kidding, that was awesome. Here comes Sentinel's fan favorites, going to be their toughest challenge yet.
It's a chance to repeat history for them. Through the lower bracket, they made it.
Tudo no servidor por uma vaga em Bangkok. Sangue, suor e lágrimas. Façam muito barulho para o mibr!
mibr, of course, being led by one of the, if not the greatest player of all time in Aspas, just broke his kill record.
Took down crew, gave Sentinels their spot in the playoffs in Stage 2.
At this point, because they're up against Sentinels with only essentially less than 12 hours to prepare.
Here on Lotus, mibr inch forward towards his A side. Bang wants the shoulder pick. You might have seen something there. Paranoia comes out, but Aspas was on the other side of it. Bang no connects a headshot, make it two. A beautiful opening here, and mibr still trying to get into Tree. Zekken slaps him back. Shenum's got no choice but to try and challenge this, but Zekken finds himself two as well. Zelsis gets the job done, and that is pretty clean as far as pistols go.
Feels like a brick wall. Can't get the trade knobs. We're sad for mibr, and from that point, they can't get into Tree either because of this wall from John QT. Like I said, bringing that Viper back, who was a must-pick on this map.
Stopping that momentum was crucial.
And actually, his two kills in the prior round, after the round had ended, have put mibr on this weak buy on this C hit.
Great Razorbight, that's dirty stuff! Zelsis chokes them out. A regular Poison Ivy performance out here.
He might break the record. We're on.
They caught out two players. And one of the criticisms leveraged at Zelsis. We'll get to that in just a second. Your iBuyPower race, folks. Unbelievable. iBuyPower rewards for every ace. Follow at iBuyPower on socials. Use the hashtag UnlockYourAce. Can we get back to this?
Oh my God, two spray transfer headshots as well. That is nasty work. He deserves to stand up after that one. Inching forward, Narrate spotted out, but gets around the corner. Elsewhere, finds that opening, wants to get in, but traded out.
The hard deny there from Zekken. Aspas, though, is starting to inch forward a little bit on this B side, and now mibr going to come in and join him.
Look at Cortesia on the map. He is in the walls. Zekken has absolutely no idea. A bit of patience here would result in two kills in the transfer.
Young Carlton bangs hit him with a flank of the lifetime.
Look at Neri. He still has to check behind because of Aspas' presence earlier in the round. All right, free spray kill, making it easy.
Shows himself with those traces. Narrate trying to see what he could get, and there it is. Aspas closes the account on round 6 after a dirty flank.
Yeah, he heard those footsteps. Does he dare press forward? Aspas, great entry, and Artisan. Yeah, he's going into the back line.
Zekken already. Artisan catches him out. Both mibr duelists getting now. The pivot here to B is fascinating, but they get sniffed out here by SEN. Zelsis chomping the...
Spike is going to be planted 3 versus 5. Sentinels have a lot of cash. They can go for this.
Hang on. Artisan is still low. Time the rest of SEN need to get active. Zelsis shows his gun barrel. Look at Tesia falls. There's Artisan though. Beautifully done. Wraps up at 3K on the round. And mibr.
Cortesia to just push up completely unheard.
Zelsis though can activate the Razorvine. Zelsis is on this line. He'll see the barrel here. Adjustment. A clean job for Zelsis.
Hey, I have space on C. Rotate back. Well, 20 seconds left. Zelsis is alive with his setup. This round is as good as done.
There's the Razorvine that's going to snarl up Aspas. He's forced to just drag himself through it. Bloodied and battered. Zelsis is waiting with the shorty. This wall's about to come down, and so does the curtain on Nozwa. Shenum's able to trade back, but there's not enough time to really make much of this round at all. There's a snake bite here that will force Shenum back, and he has no time to complete it. That's impressive stuff from Sentinel's defense.
And with this setup, I think he definitely learned from his mistakes when he was playing against Loud. He was getting killed in a situation like that.
They need that ult orb.
Blade Storm from Aspas, so they want to just play this fast. They have to try to get through the wall. Oh my lord!
Well, Lobotomy's being handed out, hand over fist. Narrate though have it again with impactful kills for the youngster.
Again, Cortesia on these lurks. Zelsis feeling the pressure of the Omen TP, but he reads it.
We have a real deep thrust here from the two remaining mibr players, but Zelsis is about to sniff it out. Nozwa's in trouble. Oh, really? Okay. Maybe could have waited on that a little bit longer. Sitting the half in pretty desperate shape. Narrate's going to see this and gets the job done. That's 3 for him. And an incredible 9-3 half on defense here for Sentinels.
We're looking at the pool because it has been so dismal for the mibr team. They've played it 3 times, have lost it 3 times with 3 different comps. They just can't figure out what to do here.
Guardian over towards Mound. Sees everyone cross. In fact, they're throwing the counter smoke Sentinels to try and get past a one-way. It doesn't come. Aspas gets out unscathed somehow, but that snake bite's going to force him to get moving. John is able to face set him down. Aspas already falling. Hang about. Cortesia drawn into the action as a reservist. He's able to find 2, but he's hit with the paranoia and has to fall back to Halls.
Reasonable weapon. Has the Guardian. The nade should get 1. That Celsius is down. The spike isn't down.
Bang's going to have to try it again. Artesino's in a great wall back position. Bang out of nowhere, but going to be caught in the fault line here. Cortesia trying to draw a bead on him. Nosby inside the smoke. John with the spam! Are you kidding me? That is not supposed to happen. They walk into the round with classics.
10 rounds for Sen. Stunning 1-tap from Bang. The spam through from John onto Cortesia, who is one-shotable by a classic.
Well, that's that rifle gone, folks. Shenum keeping up on the site here. It looks like mibr want to try and anchor amidst these dark covers down on that lower level. There's second, pops himself up. Shenum ready for it, but oh, he's been baited in. Masterful stuff. Noswa has to try and salvage. He found 2 sharp shots. But Artesine will have to be the savior.
Trying to walk in. Bang is on the angle. Great first shot.
The Sheriffs are singing. Artesine with a second. Now it's getting real. Made some sound there as well. Artesine can pick up a rifle and get going. Down to 61. John falls. Artesine salvages what looked like a terrible scenario for mibr.
Where they knew there could be an anchor playing around that dark cover that was placed. Shenum was doing that. He had the hero rifle. Patience. Someone called a pause. They waited for the dark cover to fade. Free kill. Then they scale into the site together. That was lovely. And it just collapsed.
Aspas wastes no time in getting onto this perch early. Aspas spotted out. They now know he's dropped off of rubble itself. He's going to be forced away by all of this util, but he stands his ground. Shenum is there up in the corner to Aspas's left, dishing it out.
God.
Lambs to the slaughter, Sen.
Felt that they could get that kill, given they hit him with Prowler, Seize, etc. But Shenum is able to get into the corner. There are 4 mibr players fighting here.
And what? Sen ended up just spraying out of that smoke.
Look, spots him out. He knows Bang is in the corner.
Still no smoke made to thrown down to break his one way up. Okay, one sort of passively checking that either for Sentinel, so they're pretty committed to this. Trying to head over toward.
That is an ambitious TP from Shenum. He got into the corner. 2 seconds, spot him. Oh my God, he finds the trade.
Ends up being a trade. Nosma now has access to his rifle again, but Narrate's found his 3rd in the round, and Artesine not really in the vicinity to intervene from his location. And that's going to be a tough one to bounce back from Sen. Inch a little bit closer. For Narrate especially. Here's Aspas again. Wants to play into that one way.
This is the moment here, though. Denying mibr the trades that they desired from backside. Blade Storm from Aspas to offset having this stinger. mibr try to fight even more forward.
There's that Rolling Thunder now. I think it might be to catch second, but he got Artesine already. Aspas gets in there, at least makes it a trade, but the ultimate's being used for that.
Shenum is trying to play off and trying to serve as a distraction.
Oh, there it is. Evilly twirls his moustache, but it's Narrate again that's able to salvage things for Sen. Frags for this guy, 17-9, and now mibr have to send and deliver. Noswa, quick to the punch, and Bang has gone down. Narrate has the spike.
Turned around his form completely in 24 hours. Situation.
Play for Trina to deal with. Talk about cutting your teeth. How's the timing on this one? Noswa, oh, just a little jiggle. Narrate has to pull off that angle. 7 bullets left to work with this one. 3 for Narrate on the round. Aspas, the one and only, the deified, now has to save this for mibr, but Narrate is quiet about it. Unreal! Narrate, he's a bloody main character!
Narrate said before the game that you want to play against the best in the world. That's Aspas. He wants to dethrone him. The duo of Noswa and him. The crucial duo to form this team in the 2 versus 1. Can't get the job done. Sen needed to convert this map. It was going to be and is their biggest advantage in terms of the pool in this best of 5.
Light work for the young thug. Aspas not able to connect any shots, but eventually second a lights on that low ground. It's a bit of a nasty trade for him, though, in the Nova Pulse will stun Aspas for the time being. You won't be able to get back out to coast yet.
SEN are so weak. They're caught in the smoke. The spam through from Cortezia for a second.
Aspas low. Still wins it out though. Cortezia is just shooting, man. Zelsa said that 1v3. God, he had an incredible map, but here in this pistol, I think he's deciding the orb is the best course of action and overall strategy. They get within striking distance of a site by smoking the map and then just...
Too ahead of myself. Zelsis is on fire.
He's hearing all this.
Would be a crazy clutch to win, though.
No. Wraps around, takes the shot, opts not to wait on it. Now, though, of course, it's pretty evident where he's going to be coming from, and there's a defuse happening. Noswa will clip his wings.
Into the site properly. Caught over on the cliffside, awkward around the cage, and the rest of SEN, they were just delayed behind that nebula. I don't think that Zelsis had a flash to actually pop out of that smoke, so they were just...
Cortezia backing over towards Link here. Cyber Cage to break up the side a little bit. There's two players inside the dark cover. One TP'd, one dashed, and Zekin emerges. Takes down Artazine, and once again, Cortezia affected by that Nova Pulse. Hello! Here comes Sentinels. First, and they've got two Bulldogs to work with. Shenom gonna get swung on here. That's classy stuff, though. Zelsis and second come crumbling down. Surely they can collapse on this. Surely MIBR. And they're gonna sneak out into post-plant positions. Okay, get out of this, unreal! Aspas drops the outlaw. Shenom with 4 health has to cross it, try and defuse. This was all looking so good. Just like they drew it up, and now Genom's gonna salvage this Guardian and walk away.
In what, since the second half of Lotus, 3 eco round wins now? You have to give credit to Zelsis, though. He had some awkward flashes, to say the least, on this map yesterday.
That being said, were Genom to get caught in the null command, those stars would not be useful. So here's that null command. It's time to get your motor running. We'll see the grapple thrown out, but they've waited out. Zelsis flashes, and in they go. Genom stunned out there. Oh, okay, just knocks Zelsis out of absolutely nowhere. SEN now milling around the A main, still want to keep that pressure going. Narrate has gotten in behind them. Oh, what a nasty little paranoia. Zekin's not quite there to capitalize on it, but Aspas is essentially solo there. Genom for 2, hang about. Somehow he's been let off the chain.
They just have to deal with Cortezia, who's in that dark cover. They want to post up in the side. Zekin watching the flank.
There's just so many smokes here.
Yeah, it's so oppressive to try and wade through.
Ooh, okay, Cortezia takes a headshot early. It's Aspas. He gets double-faced. That's not going to be enough.
Maybe could kill Bang, get a reload.
He doesn't see this. He doesn't see the player on top, but Bang descends upon him.
mibr struggling there in the mid-round for a moment. Then go towards mid. What? Gave it up to focus on anchoring A, playing around the trips when the null command hit came in. That was their undoing, though, and that is one of the big advantages.
Nowhere to play off of that. SEN are pretty much under MIBR's noses already, and they got another wave of these smokes. It's going to let them walk up on this. Still no chance for Aspas to make use of that operator. Now forced into a retake. Zekin got to hold his nerve here. Aspas pops himself up, and Zekin pulls out. He doesn't want a bar of it. Aspas down to 4, man. This has not worked at all. This smoke-heavy comp just chokes out MIBR. That Aldrin from Noswa doesn't spot anything. Another slow start to the round for SEN, but they've got these smokes to cut these angles off. Noswa falls off the line, and Aspas, beautifully done. Gets in and gets out, clean as a whistle. And now we fall back to those post-plant positions. Bang and Zelsis in the side itself. John down to 5, so he's playing right back towards coast.
Excellent. This is going to be so tough for mibr to get through. They want a pop flash. Here comes Aspas.
In he goes. Bang does fall. Aspas gets some knife purchase, and Zelsis is on his own. Pinged out by the rule theft. Still pretty classy with the right click. Aspas is coming for him though, and he knows it. He doesn't care. Not too shabby, but not quite enough for SEN in that round.
As the split onto A. He's trying to come in from SEN. They have a lot of util to deal with for the anchors.
Potentially he's got to stay alive here. Zekin. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge. Nope, not going to be good enough. Narrate ends up going down to that Hunter's Fury in the end. Shenom is so dependable as an anchor. It's up to Zelsis once more. And as MIBR starting to string them together.
Noswa was excellent on this timing. Forcing second into a tough situation. At the moment, I'm questioning, where are the shock darts to break these trips? Now playing in a leaf-like position, gets the first, can he get out? He's caught on the wall. That is a disaster.
Active for Zelsis. Cortezia doesn't quite have the lineup there. Still no stick of the spike. There it is.
Just to make sure that no one's pushing too close, gets a tag on Cortezia.
Uncomfortable. John looks like he's got some shock darts set up here. Zelsa sprays down through that cyber cage. Down to 2 are mibr. They're running out of time, but Cortezia finds 3, twirling his moustache evilly. Got a chance here to salvage around, but time is not on his side. Into the cyber cage, give it a tap, and hope for the best. He'll get another gun out of the game here, and Narrate has to hang around and give up his gun too.
One enemy remaining.
I tanked everybody's flash in that game. Oh.
Camera ping, I think they're on the second. This is going to force MIB. Look, where are they safe on this site? Nowhere, really.
Only in this smoke shot, or the trips rather weren't broken, but bang, what a swing.
Yeah, his openers have been awesome. Walking up into that site, and again, it feels unlosable for Sentinels, this situation, where they've got a post plant with even more utility than they had.
This is certainly going to a 9-3. Ospas just can't win this out with the AWP, with the Hunter's Fury on him.
It looks like he's playing Subway Surfers, up, down, left, right. Dodging everything, that's pretty... But it's a Sisyphean task for him. And Sentinels have another 9-3 half.
Play in mid. Maybe there could have been a moment where they try to pop flash out with multiple players, catch one of those on this attack, have to win. Or will their defense just be better today?
mibr only managed 4 rounds after going 40 with yesterday. And also is going to get the shock of a lifetime. Damage alone does not win rounds. However,
when he has to pop off in this situation,
Paranoia is going to whistle past him. It's going to be one by one stuff. And Ospas in a great position to cut them down. Eventually Sen get the rack together. Double swing, John QT going to walk away with the kill. Cortesia flattened. Noswa low. Genom not in a position to intervene, but the shock is good. Oh, it's perfect. That is stunning. Double shocky kill, and Genom
swinging alone, didn't have that trade. And now it's Ospas staring down. The Horde coming forward, gets his 2, and offers enough delay that these Sen guys have to get on the spike ASAP. A site, it's reliant on Zekken wanting to take this first engagement and then dash away dodges. The flash gets some damage in. Able to dash before, caught by the 0 point.
Zekken's in, suppressed, but is ready to throw down. Ospas, his first victim. Artazine pinged a lot of damage on Higgin Noswa, just getting into this site in the first place.
Can Cortesia get this backstab through Vent, though?
Got up ropes somehow, but he's left the rest of mibr out at sea. He's able to make use of the fact that he sneakily got into tower here. Zekken's going to be hot on his heels, baby. 4 kills for the pride of New Jersey. And Sentinels
been able to turn the tide.
Oh, man. Guy must have latched like a cobra with all the carrying he did so far in kickoff. But didn't have to be the standout in that last map.
Nice, Zach. Let's go.
Oh, it was narrated in Zelsis.
Right, mibr now with the Cosmic Device. Zelsis confidently steps ahead of it. Artazine just walks into that one. Look at this. Sentinels are brimming with self-belief. Oh my goodness! Ospas sat down! And banked on 4 in the round. Give him another.
Sen players posted up. There's even a flank coming from Zekken.
Strong wind to blow him over here. Zekken, force of nature that he is, will close the account. Sentinels, a 7-round lead. But what is this flick?
Oh my god, the speed on that is sickening.
You are horrible. You are terrible.
Not used to. They don't have that experience.
And they only had overnight to study the VODs from this Abyss game.
It's been a gauntlet for them. 4 wins in a row up until this point.
Sen getting pretty active, swarming like a kicked anthill over on the B site. And there's your boy, John. Gets a bit of glory for himself. Ends up being his undoing here, but here it is. Oh, man. Khajiit has buys if you have the coin. I've got the... For Ospas.
But
Kill that could be inconsequential.
Just doesn't matter.
He's kept short of the milestone.
He shuts him down. Another lights out map from Zelsis, continuing the snappy aim, getting crucial kills, but my god, the difference in his utility night and day from this game. Rotated into halls, was in a more passive position, but wants to play with Artazine, forced to get out, routed by the guided salvos.
Completely clears halls. Artazine going to play close to it, anti-flash, and whips himself around. Ends up being a 1-for-1, but Nosra has seen better days. He's low, and Cortesia is forced out by this Archros.
They are triple stacked up back halls, but mibr don't have any utility piece to get them out of there.
Zelsis shows. Cortesia will be noted now as Ospas goes down, still denied that 2000th. And Genom really led the way for mibr on a very underwhelming Abyss.
Tough start for mibr.
Like that anti-flash turn there. Once again, an imposter among us.
Though, few Guardians among them.
He's done it, by the way. 2,000 kills for Aspas. And it was a clean one, by the way. Be an avenue for Zekin to get in. He is committed. There's no gate crash available. Shenom is tucked in and ready to throw down. He knows he has no choice. It's do or die. Might have had a timing, but the Prowler does sniff him out. It doesn't matter. Shenom is electric. Beautiful transfer into both heads. Will roll. Zelsis and Zekin, though, putting it together.
They're not out of the woods just yet.
Up on the site here, time is short. This is going to light them. Zekin clears it in time. Kutesi now, the Arc Bros kept him at bay. Didn't buy enough time. Was it enough? It's going to be up to Zelsis yet again.
mibr, this is must win.
These are just taps on the spike. Zelsis.
Oh
Big ask, in fairness.
There was a shot. They were lined up next to each other. There was definitely a time period in the mid-round where he could feel the walls closing in on him after Zekin got all of that space towards Art playing off the stealth drone.
Nice.
Knew that there was...
Aspas doesn't expect the recall of the star as opposed to the full Nebula placement. He's able to reposition though, albeit having taken a little bit of damage, and it might be a grab well. Nova Pulse actually catches him on that corner. There are players pinged out for Aspas, and Cortesia gets involved. Aspas eventually is unleashed, and a flawless here for mibr as SEN let the sands of time slip.
Honest 5-on-4 retake. But now they wanted to fight them at the choke.
Oh, it's giving Jorgamo that one.
Yeah, it really is. Honestly, it's giving they took away from that G2 game that we should fight them at the smoke wall.
And he's really cheating up here too.
Zekin one off of the dimensional drift, and around where John is the Armageddon, but it doesn't matter. He goes down.
So clever. He knew that still.
Shannon from this position, Fire was able to shut down the Sentinels' advance, but not. They did quickly. Multiple players in secret to fight together and fight for Cortesia.
Remember, there's no Astra util available to mibr here. The Armageddon comes in. Oh my goodness! Nolsman ends up getting gunned down anyway, but pretty sure that Gravwell will have done him in. And Aspas has to try and retake with an op here through Flower.
At this point, guys, you just have to save. Wasted too much time. No util to get through. It's a wrap. Aspas, he gets his, but who cares? He's lost the op.
That's the depth of competition in this league. There's Zekin on the dimensional drift. We know what the numbers say about the rounds they win with that ultimate up. And he's going to emerge with the Bucky. And Artazine will be caught. Genom, like a deer in the headlights. Flattened.
But there's one of the rifles.
Bro, he ain't moving. Cortesia, belly full of shot.
Desperately needs that for the full buy round coming up next.
Aspas is pinged out by the Haunt. They know exactly where he is, and a couple of extra bullets than otherwise were required there, but all good. Comes at the right time. Nozwa won't have a leg to stand on. That's one, and Zelsis, once again, the architect of mibr's demise, not even allowed to keep that singular gun.
And there is going to be the op for Aspas. Nozwa just relegated to some poor armor, but can get a decent rifle. This is Samson from Zekin. I mean, this is, again, another dimensional drift used round one for SEN. Zekin taking that first engagement. All right, at least traded out for mibr. Dare I say, this is...
No way main presence here for SEN, though. They are plentiful in this part of the map. That A-link position. Shenom does well, and he always has.
To get the man advantage secured by the IGL.
Retaking with a glass cannon operator. Nozwa has to stop them here. Acidity.
Nozwa has the Hunter's Fury. Does he try to rattle that off right now off the recon? No, he just doesn't feel like it's the right timing.
Kang heads upstairs briefly, and there's Nozwa down. Aspas.
He has to. This round is just too important. Can he find the first?
No armor. Operator. And I feel the wind picking up. Unreal! The human tornado!
Hasn't. But on this map right now, stepping up 8 for 3, clutching out the 1v2 with everything on the line, this half on the line. Now they've got a chance. They still have all the rolls.
And they can still buy. Despite Aspas being the only player to exit the round.
First engagement off the peak, no. Runs to safety with the Nebula to cover his tracks.
All right, Armageddon's going to force him into the site proper. Here's Zelsis taking Artazine down. That, of course, was an L command. Second, here's a lockdown. John does not have his salvo available right now.
Cortesia finally finds the timing, and there's only 20 seconds on the clock for SEN to get in, but the salvos are back.
And there it is. The lockdown ends up getting cleared effortlessly, but Nozwa spotted out, pinged as well. Cortesia going to play close to see if he can at least trade that. Zelsis spotted. Here's Aspas getting involved now. Down to 2, and a second banger of a shot. Doesn't expect the third, though they never do. And there's Narrate and John stand tall. It's up to Cortesia. 1 paltry point of health. Won't get you far in this economy. And SEN post up another.
Being split on at Art at the same time.
So Such a freebie there for Zelsis.
One enemy remaining.
But narrator John, just as that happens, pop off.
Dimensional drift, can they make it 3 for 3, rounds 1 with this ult?
The Nova Pulse, I love it. Second emerges, but is sent packing out of the round quickly. Aspas shuts a dimensional drift down.
Be a lurk coming from mid, they're giving up the site, still guarded.
Sheer wall behind them that could well catch Cortesia, or slow him down at least.
Sen love playing multiple players from this angle.
More liquid metal filaments that he can poke a stick hack on the side.
Throwing the round off the back of that.
I don't know how they're supposed to work with
They have
this.
to get through it, it's on the wrong side.
Zelsis here might get busy. In fairness, it's a tap from Aspas. Zelsis sprays and Cortesia capitalizes. Narrate though trades, Zenom is down. In the smoke is Aspas, he finds yet another. We have a 2 versus 2. Noswa pushing forward, Bang's going to be holding his own, and now it's up to John QT. Time short, health low, and here he comes with a shorty! That is stunning! The Red Bull clutch for John, and Sen have another 9-3 half.
Has really excelled, has displayed some of his best play in kickoff.
Bada bing, baby!
Great 1 versus 2, time is just so low. mibr hopeless in the end there. Dominant half from Sen again, looking to close this out.
Waiting for his opportunity to emerge. Unaffected by these shock darts that are coming in from Noswa.
Blown back in off of all the utility they've got coming through flowers right now.
Noswa spots them out, eventually goes low. Cortesia takes a hit, but he's still in fighting for Martazine. And still no plant as of yet. John delayed it. Good fragment, that's a catch on John. And all of a sudden, Artazine goes wild. Zelsis might have to play interference here for Nerasis. A beautiful shot for the Killjoy player, who again may as well have been playing a blank agent this game. Zelsis falls, Artazine finds 4, by the way.
Well, this is a great way to start the second half.
Wow.
The most experienced of anyone on mibr, their coach, Fraud. You have to be looking at someone like him who's been in.
Oswa, though, might have to wait. Bang here. Cops, oh, bang!
For mibr, that they're trying to get into A. They're pivoting back. We have 20 seconds left. Okay, Aspas, he needed that kill and he finds it.
Tekken was not ready for it. Completely caught off guard. Intricate. And in the dying seconds of the round, they are going to have this plant.
It's dangerous to let the clock plants and diffuses, right? So dangerous when you're at 10 seconds.
Who've hoped to have made the right choice here with this save. Artazine gets in there, John. Not ready, the timing. Oh! That's going to hurt in the morning, folks.
Brutality. And Artzin has stepped up.
It's a timeout if I've ever seen one, Wyatt. It's a very clean round, all things considered.
Make an effort to actually anchor this site, though, or does he just have to retreat? There's going to be a recon going back site that'll spot him out in the 0 point. Okay, dodges the recon by playing in the smoke.
Yeah, he gets his smokes up just in time. Now he can play inside of them. Oh, I love this from Bang. Getting in a connector. John in position. Aspas had a chalk outline drawn of him. And here come the cavalry, folks. John eventually able to bring Noswa down. Aspas is low in that position. John in the corner, he's safe. Here come the salvos. Cortesia about to get churned into meat.
Sanos, again, just going to excel in these and to flood back in with that util tsunami that they've got in their hands. It's just so powerful.
Spike planted. One enemy
A situation
remaining.
like that is just...
The shot there would have been quite something. Now that the Cosmic Divide is going to make it pretty hard for him to operate.
Right, so they have that Steel Garden to fire off close, take the gun away long. This is the danger of the ultimates. No, they actually just committed all to Halls, and the Hunter's Fury rings out from Noswa.
Okay, this off for Zelsis is crucial now. The long lineup be long. He needs to work that as much as possible. Sen had to reach, and there's Cortesia actually taking Zelsis down with a Nano Swarm. 3 up for Sen. Nova Pulse, Gravwell, Kitchen Sink. It's all been deployed here, and now a firing squad faces mibr. Zenom with 50 points of health. Aspas knows he's critical in this scenario, and they find 1 each. It's all too much for Bang, who is riddled with bullets.
He tried his best where they use it. mibr are able to play those post-plant positions that they intended on playing out of the timeout. Get the easy spam onto the spike, and when you have all the stars set to concuss.
We'll hear from Aid later in the round, but takes a fair bit of damage. That early posting has not worked out for him at all on his defense side, but how about that classy stuff?
What a tap.
Balls back to the fielder. Aspas will challenge. And 1.
As he is on this flank. This time he could determine the winner of the round.
Here's the Nightfall. Cortesia emerges and Narrate is taken down. Still loses the ultimate. He does at least get that off. Zelsis is about to get pretty busy. That Nanoswarm would have made him dance. He clears it. But Noswa knows it takes 2 to tango. John can get a better weapon here. Gonna have to cross! And Zenom is waiting for him.
Shut him up, it's looking pretty clean.
And here's a lockdown. Once again, outside of the timing of John.
All of Sentinels,
They've sold it.
MIBR have gotten away with it. They're delayed by this plan. Do they hit the gas? Do they accelerate right now?
This is by no means guaranteed here for MIBR. It's about to get dicey. Cortesia inside the smoke flash. Oh, was clone the whole time. Here comes a Teho Util over in the hall's direction. Aspas with his crossfire. Here they come. John QT not able to check to the hall's direction. Bang gonna make it a 1-for-1. He gets in there. Shenom though strikes with the op. And it's up to the operator player. Shenom can be in this post-part position. Then it's all on Zekin to save the day. Gravwell comes out. Shenom to get the team to 12. Oh, this Astra Util can't be denied. And MIBR, one step.
Hey, when the supposed hit would be coming in. They bought what MIBR were selling.
Ice
the
cold.
Brazilians get the free side. Cortez, he's out of his seat. Towards a main. Oh, this timing.
Ships in the night. Second, is he on this line adequately? He can't get away. A mortal blow already struck to Sen. John here trying to keep it locked down, but no raid is caught. Artisan strides out onto the site.
He has to find a kill.
Bought a little bit of time, John has, and now the Cosmic Divide comes down. This surely furrows the brow of MIBR. They're down to 2. It's Nozwa and Shenom. Bangs has found Aspas out of God knows where. Nozwa unsure where to set himself up. That wall's about to come down, but the Nebula will obscure his vision.
And they have to deal with Shadow Stars still late right now trying to defuse.
It's got to be tough. They still haven't really got a touch in there, Shenom. Okay, the Astra's down, the Stars now no longer an issue. Nozwa has to step up and do it himself. Zelsis halves it, and the rest.
He's around the
keeps him
corner.
busy. John shuts him down, and you better believe there's an overtime on the dockets. That is a wild round. So much tension playing around that Cosmic Divide. Shenom maybe just stepping too far.
MIBR.
Okay, Artisan.
They are
just eats it.
certain.
They don't know he's going to be there. They're not ready for it, surely! 1-for-1, Narrate walks away, barely. Clone would have drawn Nozwa out, but he's too canny for that. Gate crash used, he gets across now, Nozwa. The net's starting to close, he's down to 2, but Shenom's still in A main. Eventually gets the better of the low health Narrate. Nova Pulse, Zelsis has to try and keep him alive. At least the plant's here and Nozwa falls.
Okay, he's getting ahead of himself. He could have been a bit more patient. Maybe that's the opening Sen need.
There it is. Eventually, MIBR.
Here comes in, do Zelsis and Zekin opt to fight? Here come the players from Link from MIBR as well. Recon in.
All right, that fragment clearly not bothering Zelsis. That's one. It was a little bit low, Shorty out, and Nos was able to dig him from that position. Aspas onto the site now. Looking dangerous. It's only Zekin that's over by Halls, and he finds his one. And it means everything. Shit, I'm not really sure where to shoot right now. Bang's able to get involved, and it's just down to the young gun. 23 and 13. But this is a tall order. Bang and Zekin are circling. The taste of blood in the water, and no time left to get the plant. That'll be the round. Sentinels even it up.
Time just too low.
Looking to step up and apply a chokehold to the map. Okay, play off the drone, ignored. Aspasto can't quite find the shot. The idea was there, but there's no backup for Cortesia.
At least gets that trade. That was crucial from Aspas.
Teho, bang, head first! Into the breach he goes. Another 1-for-1, but Aspas saw John coming from A main.
That's a great reposition from Aspas. He can wait for his teammates. Oh my god, shot so close to Zelsis.
And the Archeros will keep him honest there. Jump peeking. And there's Artisan, gotta win that one, and he does. It's up to Zelsis, and he's going hunting. He's gonna take this into his own hands. Aspas misses the shot. Steel gun active. Shorty goes to work. Shuts him down. You better get up early if you're gonna come with the king like that.
4-piece with the knife. These operator trades. Initially, that one. They got it for Cortesia. That's a headshot at that.
That's a tough one to lose.
Look at Zelsis, the reaction to that.
And he's given no real commitment just yet. Zekin is waiting though, he hears this. The Seas comes in, Zekin takes his pound of flesh and backs out. Stops the plant at least. Flash out of the smoke, here comes Zekin, and he's angry! Aspas and Nos are the last two to work with, but the spike is themselves in a position again to reset this overtime. Nozzle though has a word here. 13 seconds, cloud burst, spike recovered. Aspas spammed down through with it, Zekin for 4. Nozzle on his own, and Narrate will close the book on it. Again, we're running it back.
Side hits.
Where Zelsa's faltered, it's Zekin who steps up.
Oh, him slipping away and then the confidence to just re-flash right back up. Get close, get ready to explode onto the site with all of your utility.
They forced him out and he still takes the shot. Zekin is down. Aspas very low, but Nozzle is going to be here to support him. One by one, Sen step up. One by one, they're knocked down. It's on Zelsis again in the 1 versus 3. Aspas low enough to be spammed down here. The Arc Rose connects. And once again, advantage mibr.
Feeling back hauls from all of this Tejo utility.
They line up for him though, don't they?
Good John, he has to pick up the sewer angle because someone from mibr could be flanking there, but they are all...
mibr are taking a sweet time. There it is. mibr know what's coming. And now they're going to be ready to go for what has to be a real plant and spray here. More Astra util. Noswido was able to... No, he doesn't stick it. Okay, there still needs to be a plant here at some point. Zelsis now activates. Spraying it down. Where's the plant coming from? It's Artazine. Taps it again. But it's Cortesia falling. How have they done it again?
It was all looking so good for mibr. The spike was dropped back on the ground here. Nas were going down. The chaos set in. The team was scrambled. And Sen ensnared the
alarm bot. Yeah, be killed off as Cortesia gets away from the action, but he does so in order to find a kill. Aspas, he's always good for one.
It's insane that he even gets one there. Joel, the retake is going to come in from so many different angles.
Oh, with John going down there, this is dangerous. 3 different angles a retake could emerge from. Sen have to have eyes in the back of their head. 8 arms. And a 6 sets for the game. It's just too much to ask from Bang. He's surrounded. Has to do it all now. Shenum replaces the star. That's a shot on the diffuser. Shenum low. Zekin so close. Tries to ride the lightning.
Oh my god.
But Cortesia will walk away unscathed. The Vice Utilo's moved though. The shock dart doesn't pick it up. And that can now be deployed. Yes, this buys a bunch of time for Sentinels. Zelsis looking healthy enough now. And there's John comes in after the clone. mibr are down to 3. John found 3 in the round and he's not done yet. After Nozwa and Shenom once more.
He's gotten the Armageddon from all these kills.
There's just no time left, and this surely has to seal it with Nozwa falling. Proverbial white rabbit from the hats. And how about some more VALORANT, folks? You okay with that?
He's going to give those moments of individual brilliance when required.
Playing off the clone as well. And crucially, there's a 0 point that goes over to A. So Zelsa's wrapped on here in art. They can go for this push now. Young Carlton Banks has to be the one to stand up under scrutiny here. Here's second pass. It's Aspas though that opens up the account. And Cortesia's got no reason to pick. What? Zekin's not ready. He swings on him. John has to go big. But Bang in dismay sees the house of cards come crumbling down. And once again,
Halls as well, finding his. And you can always rely on Aspas to get at least.
Zelsis throws the one about to get busy. Razorvine disregarded. Enemies ignored. Smoke pushed into. And that's Zenom that picks him up. Here's Cortesia now. He's a big problem. A thorn in the side.
Oh,
but
no,
this util, get him out of there!
Just barely half of her. They've gotten the util out of Zelsis. They finally get the spike down.
mibr are on the precipice here of staying alive in this series. Cortesia strikes back with a vengeance. Narrate somehow that second bullet through the masonry. Don't ask me how it hit. Sen have to get onto this side proper though.
Oh my god, Aspas is trying to rotate. Does he have time? God knows where
Cortesia's
right now.
alone! Aspas, what are you doing? You're too late! It's all gone wrong for mibr! And Sen again have even the game!
And then there it comes
He's
in,
just out of there.
finds
Look at
his
the map.
2-piece. The spike isn't even planted for long. It's not even planted for long.
Oh, head in hands.
Oh my god.
Zekin was pushed back by the alarm bot, so he's going to get through now. Aspas, surely ready for this. Okay. Prowler just took a giant bite out of crime. Shenom's got
what an
the dirtiest of
angle.
angles. Sees Zekin coming. mibr with the player advantage, but we're in a post-plant world.
We gotta move. We gotta tap it. We have to get this util out.
And they can't lose anyone to these salvos. Got a mustard in the kitchen with a candlestick. It's John who finds Aspas. 2 left for Sentinels and they're going to push through. It's all on John. He gives up the ghost.
The tiniest of timing windows.
Just get it.
Coming off the reload to win that last fight. This was such a sick angle from Shenum, by the way, just to get that first kill. Oh
This
my
is
god, man.
VCT Americas Hotel California, folks. Check out whenever you like, but you ain't leaving.
And surely MIBR finally close out now after being at the advantage.
That util doesn't really shake Zekken at all. Zels is tucked as per usual. This has got to be a spot you check. Aspas gets across the side and John just gets ripped a new one.
He's determined to win.
And they're so close. Wyatt, they're so close. Narrator with something to say. Zekken's found one and we're down to a 3-piece each. But there's Artesine. Crucially, Zekken gets another. Spike. No plan of that yet, and Shenum, he is on in. It's on.
It's finally done, MIBR. The longest game in America's history. They've taken it down 2-0 in maps in the series. We're not done yet. What a mental blow to Sentinels, who could have. MIBR, I'll tell you that. That was an exhausting map for them.
Yep, tough to lose.
Every time on defense here with the double duelist starts in and off, face towards A main.
They're going to overload ramp here. It's a split Sen comp right now. They don't have everyone quite together, and John
going to be attempted to be defused by MIBR. No missiles.
But Nosma is the only player that can't be healed up in this team. Nosma goes first. He's the one that was lowest. Bang here into the poison cloud. Snaps on Artesine. Stick together now, playing 1s and 2s as Zekken trends to the right. Nosma now out of the picture. Aspas in with the Sheriff, and he takes a commanding lead in this situation. Shenum, though, out in the open, has to try and defuse from there. Listen to the pings, there's no time left. And Sentinels able to lock it down here in the first round of split. Now trying to see it all.
He pops out. Oh, and he gets his. At least it's traded by Nas. We're fast.
Info always good. Look at Sen scaling in behind this dimensional drift. Nosma is about to be pressured down, and the paranoia. It's aftershock here from Shenum. He's just outside of it. So far, John and Narrate are taking their sweet time. Shenum is someone you have to respect in this situation. You need to expend util potentially to win this fight.
They don't have any util to get onto Shenum.
Well,
it's
that's
just
a bad one.
bundles.
That's a problem. Narrate those ever swing it. Here's his buy route for MIBR that's about to go up in a cloud of smoke.
Now on the map.
Would be a notch above for sure. And Aspas tries, and Zelsis is waiting for him. Hungrily devours the star player. Big position, and hedge his bets a little more. Good spot to be in right now. Timing doesn't work against him.
And he doesn't need to fully give this up either. Cortezia fighting in heaven is traded out, but does at least. As Aspas rotates to a more passive position, they're giving up a lot of the map, but
Sentinels to emerge successful from a round like this, and Narrate may have fault line follow-up. It's good. Aspas up against it. Narrate knows there's a player on the off angle, so we'll have to settle for a bit of damage here on the jet. Oh, that's dangerous! You've got to respect this man. Aspas felt he was covered by Shenum. And I get it, but it all falls flat.
Well, this reposition from John is cheeky. He dodges the flash.
Not spotted out. No ping sound. Oh, it's perfect! It could have been anyway. Artesine on the way down, though, does deal John QT.
Artesine steps up massively in this round. Opening kill, then finds the timing to kill Narrate. And clutches out 1v1. What more can you ask from your IGL? Yeah. We don't need a tech pause.
It's a tough one.
Excellent. They've just nullified Aspas' attempt to get an opener.
Oh, this is a bit awkward now. Flash, that's deadly for Aspas. He has to get out. He's been allowed to escape, but the rolling so committed to the same effect.
MIBR, Naswar finds a kill as well. He has secrets to get back into this. They've got a showstopper.
The control of Sentinels. MIBR had fought back into it. And this Viper Wall means that they've got to get aggressive at some point to save John, but Aspas is able to ring that operator out. Here's the showstopper. Artesine goes to clear. No more Sentinels presence left on the A side, and Cortesia's judge will close it out.
They needed that round. Economically, it was almost. How does he keep doing this?
He's done that a couple times this series.
The second time he's done that.
It's a little wrong.
Check his PC. Not gonna hang on to history. Center trying to go quickly again. Aspas, immediate punish from the flash. He just. These heavy executes are just so potent with the initiators that they've got. Can Celsius win that out? No, it's Artesine, but an instant trade from Zekken.
This is a tough nut to crack for MIBR. And there's Zekken finding 3. You better give him the ace now. Come on.
He was no stranger to finding aces on split.
I mean, again,
that game may have changed the entire complexion of this tournament.
You did right. The whole damn thing.
Base for free. MIBR, they're just scared now to even play there. And they should be.
Cortesia's the first line of defense here. Flash goes down ropes. So holds that position, but Zekken is, well, he's taking liberties here. Oh, does work! The timing! It couldn't have gone worse for him!
For a moment where they can draw all the util out and fast flood together with the double duelist, get in and fight them after the fact.
We saw it on Pearl, though.
So now Sentinels, they're pivoting. Dimensional Drift again. Has won so many rounds, trying to just get right in this B site.
He is deeper than the Marianas Trench in this backline of MIBR. Here we go, straight onto the B site, swarming over it. However, Cortesia able to hold his ground, but is it enough? Awkward for Zelsis there.
Able to destroy it,
John
not without being spotted out on default there.
John has the B main. Great timing there from Zek, and John's now going to get involved. He's satisfied that there's nobody coming from behind. Aspas forced away, stunned out by the special delivery. Teo Util getting value. Still a 2 versus 2 though when John reveals the weapon he's holding. He needs a swing here from Zekin, but the Cloudburst breaks it up beautifully. Clever from Aspas. Now it's up to Nozwa. Zekin finds 4. And Senna laying it on thick.
He's just too good. It's lovely. Don't let this man play in the back of B. He controls this side of the map. This is his, it's just, those are his angles. Stay away from his angles on B.
It's looking scary.
SEN not repaying that favor whatsoever here. It's a fast MIBR in. They forced into this with stingers, and Narrate shuts down the first. Aspas removed.
He's feeling himself. Second with the classic, cleans up. And it's a grim tale told by the minimap here for MIBR.
Hell out of here to the B site. And SEN, they don't care. On G2, we haven't spoke about it much, but at this point as well.
Bolter stumbled later in the year potentially. I mean, God, Sentinels did so much with that Madrid win.
Great timing from Nozwa, tucks away.
Here come more. Clone out first though, Shenom as well. Decent angle for this. Hang about, folks. A glimmer of light still here for MIBR. A scent of hope. But it's on the veteran Nozwa. It's John down, Narrate with it all to do. And with very little time to do it.
Such little time. He's trying to wrap around Nozwa. The movement! He can't be allowed to get that! Narrate feeling the pressure of the clock, has to go for the swing.
50. Cage free, of course.
Shots from Shenom as well. That swing with the Sheriff. Hey, we're not done yet.
You've got to keep your composure.
I don't even know one.
Yeah.
I'd rent one.
Nice try, though.
I'd be at the MIBR funeral.
Okay. Obviously not much to buy in here for Sentinels. Now, Rayther was able to find one on Senom there.
Threw that one out there. Gets a lot of info for a proactive Zelsis as a slow orange over to the A side. The Bucky.
Is that the... All quiet for now, though, is MIBR trending over, but Zelsis is hot on the heels. Aspas, though, has a 6th sense for it. Oh! And still Zelsis wins it out, and now he contains them. And in the dying seconds of the round, they're headed over to B, but someone's got to be waiting. John hears it.
John just got his missiles back, was waiting for the cycle, and now they're going to hit the go button.
None of them know what Artazine. He's fine where he's standing. I don't know if they're going to be ready for that spot. They see him now. It's a matter of double swinging in this Artazine position, but Nozwa threatened to unravel them. What a ridiculous sequence of play.
Economy a little bit. Try and make the comeback a reality. It begins with his kill from Aspas, unfortunately trade with the aftershock, sure. But Cortezio really just wanted to try and find advance. Here comes Aspas dashing forward.
No one's on the side.
Engagement when the orb drops.
And they go up Ramsey. Oh, bang. Doesn't favor him.
Unperturbed by all of the SEN utility.
Is
oh my God, Rolling Thunder committed. They're spilling out of screens.
Nozwa stuck out in the open, but no one's checking the corner. He got a freebie. And it was just the drone otherwise. Nozwa knows his time is short. He needs to go for a plant here, but they're going to get cut down. Cortezia and Nozwa do it. It's up to Zelsis again. Playing with nothing but a classic. And MIBR.
Oh my God, now this is the pace they like to play out with the double duelist. I'll tell you that. Rocket fired off, but it just doesn't connect.
Second got out, just in case there was a rocket to me. The gate crash gets him away from the fight. Aspas is in there though. They know it. He gets spammed down. Another great starting around for SEN, but pretty deep here up into heaven. Second and John expecting a push their way. They're going to be smoked off. I like this. Some stall here. Shenom now left alone as there was no choice for Nozwa but to get away from those salvos. And Cortezia, man, has been so huge. That's going to be sniffed out though. He'll be snuffed out instead, and it's Nozwa. 3 players just as hungry for this, and John's heard everything. Nozwa's going to come his way, and John will bide his time. Oh my God, goodness.
Wow, he read that.
There's hope yet. Nozwa gets it down, and now the pressure will start to mount.
Some weak players on SEN.
He turned the flash, 2 players up in heaven. Nozwa sees one. Narrate gets ahead of it. Eventually, Sentinels overwhelmed. It's anything but pretty.
Straight. And he wants to seal the deal.
Oh, Aspas completely caught there. They tried to go for that fast play. Cortezia and Shenom, in the most important game of their career, have stood tall.
back, and this is a sick timing.
Artazine, is he checking for this? No, there's no way you're ready for that. Takes a backseat for this match point round. Oh.
The Trailblazer got a stun. They have to locate Celsius within the pit.
Shen him down. Bang's been able to deal with him. Aspas has to dive in. There's no other choice. Bang materializes. He appears, but Celsius is going to be trading it out. Cortesia, the shorty, it's not enough. He pulls up empty-handed. Signed, sealed, delivered. It wouldn't be a Masters event without Sen City in attendance.
It's on the eco round out of the Kaplan timeout. The stress can end for him after that series. They've done it again, back-to-back years. They're going to be at the first Masters. They're going to have another crack at G2 in the grand finals, who have been unstoppable so far. And narrate living up to the hype.
What a marathon. The longest map in VCT Americas history. 40 rounds or more. It's actually close to the longest official